Something we do, it always goes fucking wrong. Yeah, fuck it, I'm sitting here.
Dave's doing his best Noose impression on Titanic, isn't he?
Yes.
There.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while, but welcome back to the Beardy Bullshitters.
We have a special guest today, don't we, Tom?
We certainly do indeed.
Hello.
This is our friend Ben, and is a former Beneath the Noose band member.
He also has a beard and is full of bullshit.
Exactly like us. So if you want Ben to become a regular, let us know in the comments below. And who knows? It may happen, it may not.
So today the topic is going to be about promotion of younger bands, newer bands coming on the scene, how we all feel about where certain bigger bands get to and how the promotion of younger bands should be dealt with. Obviously everyone's going to have their own opinions on everything, so we will start with no other than Mr. Tom. He will take us away as he is the biggest elitist we know. So We'll let Tom start.
Yeah, so essentially, this is kind of like the opposite of the elitism episode that we did nearly a year ago. It's taken us almost a year to get to episode 2 of this fucking shit.
That's insane. It's been that long, isn't it?
Yeah.
But to be fair, it has been a while because we currently are, me and Tom, that is, are currently in a band called Beneath the Noose. We've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Released 2 singles. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're all on major platforms. We've not long done a show up north at Rotherham,
Which was fucking amazing,
Absolutely
by the
brilliant.
way. Fucking loved it.
We've got another show coming up the 21st of March in Birmingham at Subside with the Mighty Gut Locker. Free entry, so if anyone wants to come, please come along.
It's free. No
It's
reason not to
free.
be there.
Do it for fuck's sake.
And then we've got 2 back-to-back shows in Sheffield on the 12th of April with the Mighty Call of Quran.
Call of Quran doing their first ever UK show, by the way. So coming all the way from Germany.
Which is awesome.
It's always good to hear.
Ocean Sleep, another awesome band called Fracture. And then the next day, the 13th, we're in Bradford, carrying on that small mini tour. So if you can make that, it's £8 in advance, £12 on the doors. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're in those areas, then we'll put all the information in the description below. And if you want to come check us out, come check us out, because the Ocean Sleep Boys, they really hyped us up for that Rotherham show.
They're really good guys as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
they are really good guys. So shout out to them.
Massive
So with no further ado, Mr. Tom will take us away on what his beliefs are with this topic.
Right, so after we went on a little bit of a tangent, because I was supposed to start this about 5 years ago, they used to No wonder we're full of bullshit.
Yeah.
Right, so essentially, because as Dave said, I'm probably the biggest elitist out of the 3 of us, because as you can probably tell, because in episode 1 of the Beardy Bullshitters, I have my Judas Priest hoodie on, and I've literally got another Priest hoodie right there, and obviously I've got bands
Your
like
Cradle of Milf.
Oh yes, yeah, Cradle of Queen. Yeah, so I do tend to prefer for a lot of older bands. I mean, bands like Megadeth, and obviously my favourite band, of course, Machine Head. Machine Head will always be my favourite band. No one will top them in my view. And because again, like Dave said, because of people like me, a lot of younger bands do kind of like slip under the net a little bit. I mean, a lot of the time it's not because they're shit or anything. Because to be fair, Dave has gotten me into a lot of newer bands. I mean, obviously bands like Lorna Shore. I mean, I never would have listened to them if it weren't for Dave. It's the same with a lot of black metal bands like Great the Filth, for example. I mean. Try to think as well. Dimmu Borgir I've never got into. Immortal I never would have got into. Or maybe just black metal in general. But I absolutely love black metal now. And
He's a great drummer.
oh yeah, so we've certainly done a fair few black metal projects over the years, which we still need to release someday.
We you actually. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Even if it's just me and him, because I still need to fully work on it. But Dave thinks my vocals are awesome for some reason.
I do.
Yes. So
That bit was about being raw, not about being perfect.
oh, so true. Yeah, go let me know how that sounded. I'm genuinely got curious. So yeah. I mean, yeah, because even then again, yeah, because that Dave was absolutely begging me to come and see Barry Tomorrow with him last year. And Barry Tomorrow, I will admit, I don't think they're shit, but they are one of those bands that I'm literally just a bit.
You certainly wasn't looking forward to it, was you?
You
did make that note.
Fuck, I mean, quite
you like
opposite that.
You like what you like.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited to get out because I do like August Burns Red. Of course, they were there as well. And literally, at the end of the gig, Dave, would you like to remind them what I said to you?
I can't remember, mate.
I'm so glad that. Wasn't it something like, I'm so glad you made me come to this event?
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes.
Some little on the lines of that.
Yes,
I was wet. That's all we know. Literally right at the front of the stage.
Your butthole was leaking.
Yeah. Literally on the front of the stage. So
wet from the sweat.
Sweaty wetting.
Wet from the sweat.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe just the studio recordings with Barry Tomorrow. But when I saw them live, I thought they were absolutely incredible. So but to be fair, I did speak about this in a video on my YouTube on this channel. It's just something about a lot of modern recordings of bands that it just put me off a little bit because with a lot of them, it's like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it live, and I think for me. That's why I personally tend to let a lot of modern bands like kind of like go straight over my head because but I would say Slaughter to Prevail, for example, one of my all-time favourite bands now. But first time I heard them, I was like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it live. Saw them live.
They played live.
Yeah. So Alex Terrible is a fucking beast. And the drummer's a beast as well. Fucking yeah, man, he is an absolute.
Was that the ones that you were saying that had no support act?
Yes.
And you had to wait around for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That is just insane, isn't
it? Yeah. But
this is a point we're making now, though. That's the good thing you've just said that, actually, because that's a point we're making now. Sorry to interrupt yourself.
No,
but the fact they had no support acts. For me personally,
so the doors open at 7, you said, wasn't it? And they weren't on until 9.
So obviously a guy that's like Alex Terrible, who, you know, we have no issue with you, Alex, by the way, just in case you ever do watch this video. I doubt it, but in case you do. Realistically, that would have been the perfect opportunity in every city you went to in England to put on some up-and-coming bands, even if they didn't get paid. A lot of bands that are up and coming now, even though bands like I mentioned ourselves again because it's something we do. It's a Beneath the Noose.
Book Beneath the Noose now.
If you'd have put us on, we happily would have played for absolutely nothing, just so we got that extra exposure. Because obviously playing with a band like Slaughter to Prevail would have given us absolutely massive exposure. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, and to be fair, I personally think that if Slaughter to Prevail had so even just one support band. That would likely have hyped them up even more.
Yeah. It's a pre-warm-up for the main band.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Whereas you just sat around there, like I get the point of why they do it, but you get people going in waiting 2 hours for an act to come on. You're at the end of your tether.
The thing is, it was like going to a nightclub and then all of a sudden the band come on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, okay.
What do we do? Let's just get hammered. Yeah. Oh, I'm so slaughtered I can't enjoy the music.
Well, there was a lot of people.
I'm so slaughtered at Slaughter to Prevail.
But the thing, like I say, realistically, if the situation had changed, when I was in that situation, and I had as much pulling power as Alex Terrible has got now, well, you could have, like the guys just said, you could have put one band, one local band, and you know,
it's like you say. The point of this episode promoting another band, helping a small band. Like even like it might only gain them, like say maybe 20 new fans or something.
That's massive to a new band.
Yeah, for a new band that's got such a small following, that is a huge leap.
So I'll just give you one example of that. But Beneath the Noose's YouTube channel, which I'm in charge of, by the way, because you'll know this. I literally send the statistics on the YouTube channel to the group chat virtually every single week. And literally, before we released Mouth Breather, we had like I think about 23 subscribers.
Yeah, there weren't many.
Yeah, there really wasn't that many. Now, last time I checked, which what was Mouth Breather? It was about 6 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6 months ago, we now have 86 subscribers on the band channel. Yeah, and
just for a little YouTube channel, it takes a long time to grow.
For a small
especially
band
because
as well.
you get the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's very difficult for not only a small band but any type of new channel to grow because you're still a reasonably fresh channel, aren't you?
Exactly. It's things like bands like Gut Locker who are doing this gig because currently they're doing a gig all over the UK. Gut Locker.
On the UK tour
they
now.
are not charged at any gig. It's all free entry. So obviously, but what they're doing is every city they go to, apart from I think it's Chaplin. I think I said that right.
Yeah, I'll put it down below.
They are bringing in bands that are new on the scene. So, for instance, we're playing with a mad, like really insane death metal band called Morbid Atrocity. Shout out Jeffrey Judas. He's a really nice guy. He's a vocalist for Morbid Atrocity, and we're playing. They're on our level, so they've got they've got a certain amount of people that have watched it, have listened to their music on Spotify. They've got a certain amount of people that have follow them on their socials, Instagram, Facebook, etc. But Gut Locker, being the band they are, they're in between. So they're in between our level and almost completely like making it level. So, but they've done the right thing, gone with the band that they want to support. So that's Chaplin. I think I'm saying that right. So I really apologise for not yet again. But they're also bringing in bands from the local area and giving them an opportunity. Also, shout out to Surprise You're Dead. They for helping us get on this gig with Gut Locker. But yeah, like I think it's imperative that if the music scene is to continue, especially our music scene, that younger bands, newer bands, up and coming bands are all given the opportunity to play with any kind of bigger band, even just on their own. If you've got a local area, for instance, we come from a shitty little backwater town called Redditch, right? If you come from the area and we put on a gig, we might get like 50 people, but come to that gig because you're supporting us. You might not, we won't charge for you to come in, but if you come in and buy a T-shirt, for instance, from us, to a smaller band, that's absolutely massive.
Because how many T-shirts did we sell at Rotherham? We only sold like 3, didn't we?
Yeah, about 3 T-shirts.
I mean, to a lot of people, they've virtually made fuck all. To a smaller band,
That's great.
We actually made money.
Yeah. That's 3 fans of the band.
Exactly.
And a bought T-shirt, and they're gonna without indirectly, if they wear it, they're promoting that band.
Yeah, I mean,
people are gonna wonder what the writing is and what it's all about.
Literally, even with that as well. After the first gig as well, so someone in Chelsea pointed out to me, and Chelsea, huge shout out to you for helping us with the merch. So we really do appreciate that.
Thanks,
You really saved that skin there. One thing that she told me, because she went on the band's Facebook page literally the following day after the gig, and I think. Do you remember how many likes on the Facebook page we had before the gig?
Definitely not as much as we've had. Facebook page is absolutely exploded. Instagram absolutely exploded.
Because literally last time I checked, we had about 110 likes on our Facebook page. But before the gig, I think we only had it was honestly not a lot. Because I think it was about. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was about 70, but it literally shot up overnight. Yeah, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for how many views you've got.
Right, so we'll just give Dave a minute on that one.
Just quickly bringing it back to what you were saying about coming out and seeing bands and that. It is really important to support live music and get out there if you can, and especially if it's free entry, to go and see a band and watch live music, because of course you don't want live and local music to disappear.
Even if
if you don't want to drink, if you can try and even buy a lemonade or a Coca-Cola or something, try and help out the venue as well.
Yeah,
like putting on these acts and
especially if venues putting stuff on for free because they're technically losing money from that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And hoping that you buying something is obviously, don't be a stingy cunt. Go in and buy water.
Because
cost of water nowadays in places like that. Probably from £2.50.
We've already got quite a few people going.
Even if people bought a bottle of water, it's going to help out.
Exactly. The Facebook page is now 173 followers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
We've gone up quite a lot, to be fair. Instagram is like 70 followers as well now, and that's only been going 2 months. Bear in mind, the Instagram one. So obviously that's really shot up.
Yeah, 2 months. I thought.
No, it's not very long, mate.
Yeah, I thought we didn't stay up until after the gig.
Oh no, what? Less than that then actually.
Yeah. Guess what? When did we play Rotherham? It was the 3rd of February.
Yeah.
3rd of February. Wow, it was literally a month and a day. So it's literally just over 4 weeks.
I'll shut my mouth. We've got about 70.
Shut up, Terry. Fart you.
We've got about 70 followers on Instagram since the 4th of Feb.
Yeah.
So I set it up the next day after.
He don't know shit.
I don't know shit. Yeah. I'm just here to I don't know. I don't even know what I'm here. But yeah, so obviously, like I say, but yeah, again, to us as a band, and obviously we keep using our band because it's our band, and that's we want to kind of promote. Promote our band.
And we're new.
Yes, and we're a new band, up and coming band.
And we want to make a living out of this guy because I don't want to work fucking warehouse jobs for the rest of my life.
No, definitely not. I think, like I say, you guys might watch this and go, 70 likes. But that to us is massive. 173 likes on Facebook. I see bands out there with millions of likes. But for us, that's massive. 173 people. Them 173 people, then another 173 people see that. If one friend from each of them see it, then that doubles and triples and quadruples overnight. These things happen. It helps us all.
Yeah, another way to think about it as well, because as we pointed out a couple of times, because pardon me. Yeah, how long have we been with? Because we released Mouthbreather back in the 1st of September. Yeah. And obviously this was a bit before Darryl joined the band because things were a bit.
Oh, Darryl.
Hi, Darryl. Yes. So because the situation back when we released Mouthbreather was obviously a lot different to what we got now because we were one member down. Yeah. But the thing with that, because we'd only been with that official lineup for I think what was it about 4 months? Yeah, about 4 months at that point. Yeah, because also as well at some point, where Dave and I are going to come back and do a quick history lesson of Beneath the Noose because there is a lot more to the history of this band than you might think.
And there's been changes throughout the band where you've seen members, myself, who played bass but now plays drums. That's something we'll explain in the next one.
Drums, the bass, the drums.
Yeah, basically.
It should basically just be the drum and bass guy in the band.
Yeah,
so
basically.
So I think when it comes to official lineups as well, we literally had to go through 3 more just to get the one we've got now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously I'll digress, but we'll explain more about that at a later date. Yeah. So because again. But before we released Mouthbreather, we had about 23 subscribers on YouTube. But to be fair, I think a lot of that was because of our YouTube shorts.
And as well, to be fair, we didn't even actually have a Facebook in at that time.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No. Yeah, actually, no. I think we'd only just set it up at that point.
Possibly.
Yeah,
definitely only just set it. That's one.
Yeah, literally only just. So
you're doing a very good job at documenting things at the moment. Because of course, although I'm not part of the band anymore, you still send the videos through to me, and I check them out. And I think you're really committed. He's really committed to documenting it, which is great. Because hopefully, in a few years' time, if you do get somewhere and make a career out of this, you can look back and go, this is how it started. This is what was going on, and you'll be grateful that Tom took the time out to document and show what you were doing and what it was like.
The thing is,
and how things might change and places and venues might change.
Yeah. What you've got to look at as well, even though you just said, even though I'm not a member anymore, realistically, no matter what happens, you will always have a part in this band of some sort, because you helped start what the band was then. So you'll always have some form of a part, you know, which is because I love you, Ben.
Yeah,
David,
we all do.
And I love you too, Tom.
But no, like I say, you know, we're waffling on.
We're getting romantic.
There are some very, very.
Anyone got baby lotion?
Huh?
Anyone got some baby lotion?
I've got loads.
Yeah.
Man lotion.
Why am I not surprised?
But anyway,
I've got a bucket.
Yeah, I think there's some really good up and coming bands. Obviously, that we've had the pleasure of doing gigs with.
Mind your words. Pleasure of bands. Pleasure of doing bands. Sorry, just had to throw that in there.
The pleasure of doing bands.
Sorry,
we've had the pleasure of
take
pleasuring
it.
bands.
Take it now. Oh.
This is what he's got, a bucket of oil.
So yeah, anyway, we've had the pleasure of pleasuring bands while we've been. So, but the show notes, just to give out, like, you know,
Sorry, my old man Wheeze is coming out. Dave always does this to me, don't you?
Does what?
There's
Makes me old man Wheeze.
There's some really good up and coming bands.
I'm saying nothing.
That we, you know, we've been out to pleasure, and it's, you know, bands like Fracture, like I said earlier, Ocean Sleep, Second Cities, Dust House.
Yeah, Dust House were on before us.
Yeah, Dust House were fantastic.
Yeah, Dust House was sick. I mean, granted, we only saw like the second half of their set because we were grabbing our shit to do our loading. So,
right, I always get this one wrong as well. Ashes of Uri, I think that it's pronounced. They're phenomenal. Really, really good band.
Have you got all their links to their Facebook and stuff that you can drop into the comments?
Yeah.
So
we'll make sure we will.
Yeah.
And obviously about this being promotion, David's like very kindly dropping all these band names in and stuff about the topic of it, promotion. So
because literally before we came on camera earlier, me, Dave, and Ben were literally discussing like re-recording some of the shit that we did when Ben was in the band and just releasing that separately. Cause, we're going to be promoting the shit out of that.
Didn't it? So I felt like we was onto some magic with that.
Yeah.
And it's just be a shame for it for it not to be heard.
Just not to see a lot of that. I remember the very first one that you brought in. Yeah, because
that's the one you said it was Benny Open Anal.
We didn't have songs at the time, so literally.
And you said that we have to name it something so we know what we're talking about.
So
we know which song we're being.
So the first one was Benny Open Anal. The one I brought was called Tommy Todger. And the second one Ben brought in, I just called it Benny Anal Beads.
Guy Gobbler.
Danny Dangler. Funny enough, Danny Dangler is actually a porn star's name. Funnily enough,
that's
so literally found that out a couple of weeks ago, which I thought was hilarious.
We even had a track called Goatsy. Check it out.
Oh yeah,
not the track, the actual saying. No, don't check it out. It's fine. For some weird reason, there's always a picture of Kermit. I don't know why, but you know.
But anyway, we're off on a side tangent again. Because the first one that Ben brought in, which I was really excited, which was one of my personal favourites. Literally, we could not structure that fucking song to save our lives at one point. Literally, we had like three riffs, but we just didn't know how to put them together. So
you just took it home and you sat on it and you just played it over and over again, and that's something you're very, very good at. Like luckily you got the patience of that you could sit there.
I do not have patience, trust me.
Well, you were saying how long, sometimes when you record, how many takes it takes you to get. So
a lot.
You've got to have
depending on the technicality.
You might get short fuse, you still got the patience to go through it and see it through. And then the end result, I mean, you know, like you shoot it back to us and we were like, oh, okay, we'll like this, or, you know, we love the way you're going with that, or like maybe change that to that.
One of the riffs ended up in a completely different set part of the song as well.
just completely rearranged it entirely.
And it went from one of the songs that annoyed us the most to becoming one of our all-time favourites. Just because I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it over and just figure out what it feels like.
It blew us away, didn't it? We were just like, wow. And like, luckily, that Tom's got the talent where he can play every instrument as well. So he'll literally go home, he'll sit on it, and he'll record all the instruments, do it all. You're talented, bugger you. So
he hasn't quite grasped the man for it yet, but we'll get there.
Good, really good. Really, really proud of them. So I do hope that they see the light of day at some point.
So something we are going to look into doing that.
It'd be nice to finish off that last track that we were doing, the one that you couldn't stand, and then you restructured it, and then you were like, okay, now it's becoming my favourite to play.
It was literally.
You really struggled with that.
It was literally overnight.
The Parkway one.
No, the very last one. Didn't.
So I don't know why I couldn't get my head around
that. And I think it's
one.
because we just the way it started and didn't have an intro. And I was just kept looping it at home. I was just lying down on my bed, and then I just had to in my head, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can get that down. And then
I was very happy though.
Because you and I were constantly messaging back and forth. Because we were messaging back and forth because obviously these two had all listened to my ideas, and Ben had this one that he really liked. So I thought, you know what, it's only fair. So we're literally messaging each other back and forth for literally hours.
Yeah, and then what you did with it, I was like, okay, wow.
Yes.
The song, in its original state, completely changed, but that wasn't a bad thing. It's about compromise, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Making it how you were comfortable to play, and frankly, it did end up saying. But I always liked it as it was, and I was very proud of it. But the way it became wasn't just my song or a riff that I've written years previously. It was something that just amalgamated and became part of the band's.
It became our song, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, it's because that was it.
Yeah.
And that was some of the best stuff that we writ. That stuff in the studio where we come up with bits each and pieced it together.
I think that's the best way to write a song, to create just go in. It's like what we do, kind of like we're still trying to keep that now in Beneath the Noose. We'll go in with a riff of sorts, and we might play this riff 20, 30 times, add stuff to it. But what you get at the beginning is never the final product.
Yeah.
But it's the fun you have getting to the final product.
But plus also the one thing I like to do as well, and this for me is just a personal preference. Because the one thing that does genuinely annoy me about a lot of modern bands is that if they have two guitarists, the rhythm sections just play the same thing at the same time all the time, and that's one thing. And that's one reason why I can't get into a lot of modern bands because rhythm sections are just generic. Yeah, and I've literally said this where to literally every other guitarist that's come into the band, I don't want to be one of those bands. Even to Gabe now, because the way Gabe does things is obviously a lot different to how Ben and Danny did it.
Shout out Gabe. Some sort of Kevin Costner.
and shout out Danny as well. But the main difference between Gabe and Danny, obviously, yes, their styles are very different. Whereas me and Danny, for example. Me and it, we kind of we had
that. You do gel very well.
Because literally with me and Danny, we always knew. If Danny played one riff, I knew whether to play either an octave higher or to harmonise it. And we very rarely had to communicate verbally.
Danny was very, very good at harmonising.
Oh yeah, 100%. But whereas with Gabe on the other hand, Gabe is pretty much the exact opposite of Danny. Because whereas I'm into all the technical twiddly shit, Gabe's not.
Gabe's new wave. He's like
he likes all the strummy stuff.
Shit, man.
All the rhythmic players.
Rhythmic and effects.
Yeah, it's the effects. I mean, like the new track that Beneath is coming out. I'm not going to say what it is, but we have got a new, two new tracks coming up for the shows ahead. You will see what Gabe's adding to these new tracks, and it does sound really good.
Yeah, honestly, it's like a backing track without having a backing track.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Gabe's bringing to the table. Because I'm a bit back and forth when it comes to backing tracks. Yeah, because obviously, when I do the demos of the songs, obviously I'll play it along to a click track. Yeah, whereas Dave, you haven't really had a lot of experience playing to a click track.
No, I just hit the drums.
But that's the thing though. Yeah. But because Gabe has made it sound like that we've got a backing track.
Yeah.
And of course, because we don't play to a backing track, it kind of has that old school feel.
Yeah.
But it still sounds new. It sounds like it still sounds new wave at the same time.
Yeah, which is cool.
And I think that's why Gabe and I have gelled so well because I'm the old school guy, hands down. I mean, he'll definitely tell you.
Yeah.
And Gabe's hands down the new school guy.
I think the thing is that makes it work as well is the fact that obviously we seem to step in a room, and like you're saying, because you bring that nastiness with the old school like machine head riffs and stuff like that, the thrashier riffs, and Gabe kind of takes them but tames them a little bit with the new wave riffs. They work really good. Like, for instance, right, so like Woke, which will be our next single to release at some point.
Yes, get ready to be pissed off.
Very pissed off.
Yes, fuck you, Wokies.
We Gabe, Tom actually went around, wrote that, and it was I'll be honest, it was the most surprising riff at that current period that I'd heard Tom write, because it wasn't a Tom riff specifically. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we spoke multiple times about that. Because obviously, I'm hands down the thrash guy. They wanted to go in a more metalcore direction. Yeah, and literally, when I started doing Woke, I literally sent him like that the first two riffs of the song. Yeah, and this was back when Dave was still on bass. So obviously, I wrote the drum parts for the demo at that time. But literally, I did have other ideas in my head because I'd already had the breakdown written at that point. But I did not want to show him anything until I'd done the build up to the breakdown.
But then when he did it was
magic.
It went down really well in Rotherham.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just going to give you all guys a little feel now. Yeah, prepare for the samba beat. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. Prepare for the samba beat. But yeah, so I think again we I like it because obviously these podcasts that we do, we start on a topic and finish on everything else. So I do believe there's what Tom has just said about him being an old school guitarist and liking old school stuff. That's fine. Everyone does their own stuff. There's some bands that I was speaking to Ben about yesterday. I just showed him bands like I Am Noah, If I Were You, Sailing Before the Wind, who are a fucking insane band.
The proper, some of it was groove.
Yeah, proper like
brutal groove, but it's just like
and then it's like
dirty grooving, just like
proper, horrible groove, man. I love groove.
Good.
But then obviously shout out to bands like that me and Ben see, the Defects. Defects are really, really humble, nice guys. Yeah. They've just burst onto the scene.
Metalcore supergroup.
Yeah, they're like a metalcore supergroup. They're fantastic. But there's bands there's bands that are out there now as well. A band that actually me and Ben seen the same night. Why were they called Insurgent? Remember them, Ben?
Yeah, I do.
They were like a gent version of Gujira. Aggressive female fronted vocals. They were brilliant.
Yeah, you got. Really, did you get an EP from them as well?
Yes, right.
You just went over to the merch stand and was like, right, I had that.
Yeah.
They were really good.
They were really, really good.
Nice vocals.
They're also a local band from the Midlands. So yeah, we'll always have they're all really like they're pretty cool. Like I say, just what we're trying to get to as I'm gabbling on. Is
that's pretty much what all these episodes are going to be.
If you get the opportunity to go and see any band, even if you're not really 100% sure on the genre, if it's a punk gig and you're a metal guy, but you think you could just go and chill, have a good time. Go endorse that band. Support them. Even if you buy a pin or a hat or just something, a badge,
something simple like giving them a like and a follow on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
if you give them a follow on social media, you might never interact with that page again, but that follow boosts them to where they go. So the point of this rabble is, just support your local up and coming bands, because it's fine to like bands, just to name a few, Lorna Shore, Slaughter to Prevail, Bury Tomorrow, all these bands that we've named throughout this podcast. It's cool. We all love them bands that we're sitting here now. We love them bands too. But they are where they want to be now, or they need to be. They will only progress further. They're already signed. They've done this. They've endorsed everything. The bands you see play live where their drummer smashes a cymbal, he's endorsed by that company. He's then got to go and buy. Yes, Tom, I know you're looking at me because I've smashed my China cymbal already.
Literally, he smashed the China cymbal. First gig we did.
And Michael, if you're watching, endorsement, please. Anyway,
Engel endorsed me.
Yes, but like I say, if that drummer like myself, I now have to pay out for a new cymbal, which it's a lot of money. If Tom's on stage and breaks strings in his guitar, he's not just going to be able to go and get strings willy-nilly because if they're free, he has to then go and purchase them. So anything that's, anything you give to that band, even if it's just a follow and no money, eventually that follow could be the one that helps get push that band to a point where an endorsement company goes, oh, well actually, I'm going to give Tom an endorsement on strings. That's him, fine.
Only more cobalt strings, preferably. I love those strings.
But this is the thing. Anybody doing that person could give you a like that knows somebody that's already endorsed by them, and then that endorsement comes to you. That's what it's about. It's about promoting that band that are on the road. These bands that are on the road in a fucking small van that travel around the country. Don't see their family for weeks, and they literally sleep, eat, and shit next to each other in a van. And they're playing out of their skin every single night. They are the bands that we should 100% be getting behind now. Because the bigger bands that we all love, which we all do, and it's nothing wrong with liking bigger bands, you're not a sellout because you like bigger bands. They already have that support. So if you're seeing an awesome new band, show them that love again, because then our scene will continue to flourish.
Yes. I mean, since we did the elitism episode, I've gone into quite a few more newer bands since then. Yeah. Granted, a lot of them are more on the bigger scale. Bands like Slaughter to Prevail and Electric Callboy, for example. Two completely different bands. I know you're not a fan of Electric Callboy.
One sucks and one doesn't. One sucks and one Slaughter to Prevail.
But honestly, I do love Electric Callboy, especially their videos are fucking hilarious. Yes, but then again, you got into Sleep Token completely overnight.
Don't start, Tom.
Yeah,
Sleep Token are beautiful.
Ball Token.
Ben, suck. Right, what are you
sorry, I'm sorry.
No, boy, hear me now.
So I have tried to.
Can't gel with it.
Yeah, I have tried to give Sleep Token a chance.
Bastille with alternative right.
They're new wave Deftones. Ignore these two.
But don't get me wrong. Chokehold's a good song. Yeah, the summoning I liked up until that last bit, then just completely died.
I think that's the one I was like, I quite like this. No, it's like three different songs in one.
Kind of turned into some techno.
It doesn't have a good flow.
It's amazing.
It doesn't have a good flow to it.
I don't know what it is.
Do you feel like Ailstorm?
Yes.
No.
I do.
Do you like Pyro Velvet?
No.
I fucking love Ailstorm.
You like Godhead though, don't you?
Oh God!
So who the fuck are you two to speak to me about shit music?
I told you, you listen to The Edge of the World and Shadow Real Life.
If I listen to The Edge of the World, I'm jumping off it. If I listen to Godhead.
More new metal, fucking awesome, man.
I will listen to it. I'm not that.
But I was talking to Dave actually, and I made a comment on. I guess I was curious as to why bands nowadays are all dressed in black and they've got no logos like us. We're all sporting like T-shirts of bands that we like and things like that. And that's how it used to be when you used to go and see the bands that you loved back in the day. And now it's all plain black and they're all dressed in black. There's no logos. Even with Defects, they're all dressed in black. And I was like asking Dave why he thinks that is, and he come up with like quite a decent explanation to that, which I thought, you know what, I think that makes sense. So did you want to just say what your impression of why you?
Yeah, I personally think that now the reason that bands go on stage logoless, as you like, or wear their own shirts is because if they're on stage and they're wearing a t-shirt that catches your eye, to a person that's at the band, at the gig, they're gonna be looking at what the band is on the t-shirt. Oh, I like that band. That t-shirt's sick. So it's automatically going to take the emphasis off the band that's playing. So I think a lot of people, this is just my opinion, I think a lot of bands now play just in black or just completely nothing. Because
go on stage naked?
Obviously, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing at the next gig.
Rammstein style.
I'm some sort of John Travolta.
No, go on, Dicker.
You know what I mean? I'll be doing Hast in it. I'll be like some sort of John Travolta, but nevertheless, it's. I think it's because then people have nothing to focus on other than the band that's on stage. Therefore, they're going to be like more.
They want all
to
the
remember that
attention
band
on
that's on stage.
Yeah. As we've heard, that's probably one of the reasons why Slipknot worked so well back in the day with the jumpsuits, because that became synonymous to them.
Yeah, and that's what that you couldn't be. Yeah, that's nail on the head there, Tom. Yeah. But then, in all fairness, Slipknot, I hope you're watching this. Why are you charging so much money for your gigs?
I fucking know, man.
Stop fucking selling out.
Jesus Christ,
why have you got a Minecraft server now? Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, and also got bone to pick. Fuck! I've got a bone to pick with Sleep Token as well.
You're plicking blown.
I don't fucking know.
He's picking his fucking bone, mate.
Yeah, literally. But because my missus is starting to get into Sleep Token as well.
I've done Charles.
Hey, Charles. Fuck you. Yes, literally. She went to look online for Sleep Token tickets literally last night. And when she looked, I think it was about a month ago, the standing tickets were like 67 quid. Now, they've gone up to like what, 120?
They seem to have come out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
What's mad is I'm going to see Sleep Token.
Yeah, well, what's mad is you are mad for doing it.
If you like it, that's your sort of thing. That's fine, but it's just.
We're just going to argue
I
about it.
find his vocals quite whiny as well.
That's the end of the podcast.
No, it fucking isn't.
It's like we're never having him back again.
Yeah, not having him back.
Our 27-year friendship has been ruined, right?
It's gone, mate. It's run away.
Yes, Sleep Token, you've ruined a bromance right there.
No, although
you've lost a husband.
Although I do love you, Sleep Token, you couldn't ruin this bromance. It's too romantic. We're bromosexuals. All right.
No, I'm literally going to get crushed in between their two boners.
Sandwiched. Tom's going to be skiing in a minute.
Yeah, literally going to go.
But so I mean,
but then again, even Sleep Token's popularity literally just came from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
To be fair, I will say they are a band that literally just like overnight success. Like it was mad. Like you never heard any upper. Look, with Slipknot, for instance, come out right, and yet we're using Slipknot yet again because we've just been talking about them. They came from nothing. Like one day, I can remember getting a Kerrang magazine back in, I think it was '98. I think I actually showed Ben because me and Ben are old and went to school together, and that's why I love him so much.
And we bought Kerrang back in the day.
Kerrang was good back in the day.
Kerrang was actually a thing back in the day.
Yeah, Kerrang was actually a really good magazine back in the day. Just like Metal Hammer, but that's gone shit as well now.
Yeah,
but
that's good, to be fair.
In that, I remember seeing a 3 or 4 page spread about Slipknot. And their success just went literally from nothing to just boom. It was there. Just like Sleep Token. Like Sleep Token, I'd never heard anything about that band particularly. I'd never heard anything on the grapevine or any rumblings, people going, I'm not saying that I should do, I'm fucking up, so I own a record company or whatever, but I'd never heard anything, and I'd like to think that I've kind of got my pulse on the trigger when it comes to music, because I like a lot of up and coming bands. I will go out and actively search new bands, new genres, because I believe that that's what we should do. But I hadn't really heard.
Got your
all of a sudden, boom, and here, you know what I mean? They just appeared.
Yeah.
I
wonder if a lot of it were they featured on TikTok or something, and it's got such a huge user base.
But I think
you only need a snippet of a song sampled on an advert on TV, or a snippet played on. Like, obviously, you know that me and Dave absolutely adore Deftones, and you know that you're not so much a fan, but
I do like
they've got a new resurgence of the younger fans because some people played some of their softer stuff on TikTok, so they've grew and like there's more appeal.
And it's back because you've got the conversation with Ben had last night about Deftones. It's kind of like, again, as Ben just said, Deftones have become. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were never irrelevant to me. Deftones have always been a relevant band. They're fantastic. They've inspired thousands of bands. But it was kind of like what Ben's trying to say is these newer fans, which is great because obviously, you know, we can all be fans of music.
Yeah, exactly.
But these newer fans have no idea. I mean, some of the fans I've spoken to, from White Pony backwards, even exists.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely criminal because White Pony is by far the best album Deftones have ever dropped and probably will ever drop. You know, and these people are just like, oh yeah, you know, Ohms and Gore is fantastic. Deftones, I absolutely love you, Chino. I'm sorry for saying this, but them two albums are dick sucks, man. They are shit. Like, there's about 2 songs on both albums, but they don't know, just nothing on Ohms, but there's 2 songs on Gore that are tolerable.
I think you can make a semi-decent album off taking the good tracks off, but sticking them together, and you might have like something like Saturday Night Rest.
Yeah, or they could just scrap both of them, pretend they never existed.
Yeah.
You know, I love Deftones, but that just...
But the thing is, every band is occasionally going to release a shit album. I mean, Machine Head, but again, my favourite band of all time.
Don't even say it, Tom.
Blackening's my favourite album of all time. Supercharger was shit.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. It's good.
Yes, A lot of people are quite surprised that I actually like the Catharsis album. Because a lot of people say that one was the worst, but no, Supercharger.
I think it took a while to warm on you, though, that one, didn't it? I think
to be honest, I thought you were going to say the Burning Red.
I mean,
I know what the Pope's like.
I don't hate the Burning Red, okay, but I just don't go back to that one as much.
It's more of it. Look, me and Ben, yet again, another conversation we had last night about the book. The Burning Red is more of it's definitely a new metal album. If 100%. If someone said to me, hand me a new metal album or 3 new metal albums, I'd give them Korn, a self-entitled one straight away, White Pony, and Machine Head, the Burning Red, because that is the epitome of new metal, in my opinion.
I mean, my favourite song on the Burning Red by far is The Blood, the Sweat, and the Tears. Fucking love that song.
But that was our era, wasn't it? The new metal scene, like that was what was on, like Kerrang's.
Which is crazy. Because obviously, what you're saying, dude, that was our era. Because obviously, it went from metal to hip hop metal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was born in our. You know, you've seen Machine Head, for instance. Yeah, again, we're talking about, so we'll use them as an example. When you seen Burn My Eyes or More Things Change, the clothing they were wearing, for instance, was completely different to the shell suits they were wearing in the Burning Red,
which were fucking terrible.
But yet again, it became massive from that because you know bands like Korn were already wearing Adidas.
So I mean, when they were playing Woodstock, a lot of them were wearing onesies. Onesies are only just becoming a thing now.
They've been out for years, but their people love them. You know, it's crazy. I mean, trends change like music. You know, clothing trends change like music. Food trends, everything changes, you know, with the modern day. And, you know, I've had this conversation with Tom many times, Ben, other musicians and people that love music. You know, the thing we've got is you're going to have your 3, 4, maybe 5 core elements of metal, you know, thrash, death, black, new metal, rock, example, etc., etc. What I'm getting at is the change is everything changes. So from metal, you've got metalcore. From death, you've got deathcore, you know, but then everything goes on to the, you know, you've got gent, which
you've got new core as well.
New core, you've got new core,
new metal, new core,
new core, core metal, which has come from new metal, you know, and the bands, but yet again, it's changed slightly again because obviously this is the amazing part about the fact that new bands are doing this. New metal was metal and hip hop. New core metal is metal and trap. So it's a similar thing. They've followed the similar pattern, but it's you know it's like Little Yacht and Little fucking Cotton Bud and whatever the fuck it's called. But obviously, you know, I could get on with some of the new core stuff. But when I start getting into that trap stuff, I'm sorry, trap guys. I have no issues with you guys. I don't get why you're whining about your burger dropping on the floor for a 5-minute song, to be quite honest. I'm an old man. Maybe that's probably why. It's just like the new hip hop stuff. Rapping about Xanax and baby mamas with fucking their earlobes wrapped around their. I just random shit, or just stand there literally skirting and burting for about an hour.
And that's another issue I have with a lot of modern metal bands as well. Is that because I do personally feel that a lot of them not only sound the same because they're not willing to try anything new, but that they're all singing about the same thing, which is how depressed they are. Exactly. Because that was probably the only gripe I had with Linkin Park, because their music, especially for the first two albums, was fucking phenomenal. But the lyrics are just like.
But Chester, we love you, by the way. Right? There's no.
Chester, he's still one of the best vocalists.
The reason they were singing about depression is because later on in time, their lead vocalist is now not here anymore because the depression was rife with them. I think I get what you were saying. I really do.
For the most part, for people like myself and Dave, and what we went through of our lives and childhood and having gone through depression things ourselves, it's very relatable. As Dave knows that there's different genres that I tried getting into over the years and seeing what I like, whether that was like dance music, a bit of euphoria, trance and stuff, and then I went started listening to hip hop, and I think that when I first heard Back to School by Death Sentence, and I heard that sort of alternative, more aggressive, and hearing those lyrics and the passion, I thought, that really speaks to me. That's every feeling that I've ever had or experienced, and all the pent-up anger and that I've not dealt with. It's like someone singing about it. It's like I can completely relate to that. What you're.
Can I just say one thing though, guys? If anybody out there that is watching this is suffering with any depression, any mental health issues, problems, reach out to someone. Don't leave it too long. Your life is worth something.
So we've all known people who've gone through it, and it's like some people
I've lost friends.
Same as me.
It's at the end of the day, we'd rather listen to your story than attend your funeral. So if there's an issue, please speak out, speak up. It's okay to cry, and that goes for males. The high at the moment, male suicide is at an all-time high because us guys don't speak about our problems. I would like to say that I personally go on camera now saying that I am an advocate for men's mental health. If anybody out there, any man that thinks they can't cry because they've been brought up in an era. I was brought up just like Ben in the 80s, early 90s, when you were a man. You got up, you went to work, you didn't spout about anything, you come home, that was your day. Nowadays, there's a reason why mental health, why suicide for men is high, and that's sheerly because men don't speak. Men do not speak, and we have to speak. We have to be telling people when you're feeling bad, because there's people that take their lives. They think there's no other way out. They're leaving children, they're leaving mothers, fathers, everything. And when you do go, you're not a coward, but you are making people more hurt for the fact that you're now not here. There is always a way out. Please speak to somebody.
Definitely.
I just thought I'd put that on camera.
And also, if feminists disagree with that, fuck you.
Well, do you know what? I probably agree with that as well. Because obviously, at the end of the day, everybody should be able to talk male or female. But the problem is the emphasis nowadays. Like I say, the emphasis is clearly on.
We must believe women.
Men should just literally. For God's sake, man, men are becoming women. That's how hard it's getting on stage.
Prepare to get cancelled, guys.
So literally, at the end of the day, this could be what I've just said there. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I have no problem if you're gay, straight, trans, whatever you want to be. That's completely fine. We have no issues with that.
Literally, I've said this to you multiple times. I don't give a fuck what anybody is.
As long as they're happy.
As long as they're happy and as long as they're respectful about it. So one example I've got when I was at Bloodstock, this was I think this was just before COVID. I went to one stand. I think it was what was it called? One of those scent places, like them stick burning things. I can never remember what they're called. Incense. That's it. That's the one.
Not to be confused with incest.
No,
definitely. Not again, anyway.
No, definitely not.
My cousin's never spoken to me since.
I just ran out of incest. Better make a call.
But anyway, before we do actually get cancelled,
Mainly because I went in to light up an incense and I forgot it was incest and set her on fire.
I know they're not going to want to be the bullshitters episode 4, are they?
No. So Bernie, if you're listening, I apologise.
Sorry, you were saying incense.
Anyway, but before we digress, I think it was this. So I could be completely wrong, but literally, there was one person in there that literally I could not work out if it was a man or a woman. Because this person had the full face of a man, and very small tits, and obviously wearing women's trousers that looked like it didn't fit the appendage.
You actually give it away, basically.
Pretty much. That sounds like I didn't know how to. I didn't know what to say. So I made a guess about what the gender is, and obviously I got it wrong. But in all fairness, there's this one individual. He just spoke out to me and said, "I'm really sorry, mate. I really don't mean to be awkward, but would you mind referring to me as that?" That's fine.
That's completely fine.
That's fine. I have zero problem with that.
See, self-entitled do-gooders that literally are in your face about it. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, we just all said, we have zero problems with anyone being anything they like. If you want to walk around pretending you're a fucking butterfly and drink piss from a drain, I don't care. If you're happy doing that, absolutely brilliant. I'm happy that you're happy doing that. But when people start pushing their ideology onto other people that don't want to do that. So realistically,
trust me, there will be an entire episode on this at some point. Believe me.
We like I say, we have no issues with this, and I don't want people coming in here thinking we're some sort of bigots, because we're not. I mean, Ben loves.
You're one of the most open-minded people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've got no issues with anybody. I don't. I'm happy. What I don't like is what's happening now with people. I mean, for instance, a little tangent here. I heard a story the other day of a man that had committed a series of rapes. Knew he was going to prison, changed into a female, went to a female prison. Within a week, he'd raped 7 women in there. This is the problem that are happening.
I heard that one.
Yeah, this is the problem that's happening. It's not necessarily the fact that a man wants to become a woman, because we all get, or a woman wants to become a man.
Gender dysphoria.
People can become. Understand they're not they don't feel like they're in the right body, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but literally, don't just go. I'm terribly sorry. I've just remembered I'm a woman. Can I go to a lady prison like those ones you see on the internet? Sorry, my vagina's got really pointy.
And it's not even just that. It's these men that you see that are dressed as women, and they're saying, I watched a video the other day which really shocked me a little bit. To be fair, it was a man that was definitely a man, because obviously you can see there's some. Male to females that look like females. He looked like a male to a male with a dress on, and he basically was saying that he was armed. He was calling people to arms. That if anyone stopped them from going to a girl's toilet, even to go into a girl's toilet, he was ready to fight. Let me just shout at that guy. I don't know his name. If you ever watch his video, let me tell you, I have 2 young daughters and a partner. If you ever walk into a toilet while my children are in that toilet, prepare for me to absolutely rip you alive, because I don't care what you are. If you're a man and you're going into a female toilet while my children are in there, understand that I will take the law into my own hands.
Right.
100%. Because, like I say, I am completely open-minded to anything.
Just don't be a cunt
but
about
it. But if you have, and this, believe me, this would be the same if a female, not just a male, a female went into a toilet where my son was. Because I'm sorry, if you still have that appendage, thank you, Tom, then use what you should be using. And if people have got an issue with you dressing the way you are, and you go into a male toilet and you're a male, female to male, male to female, well, that's their problem.
Yeah, you're not the one being the prick.
That's then their problem. Because realistically, if you feel like you're a woman trapped in a man's body, or a man trapped in a woman's body, but you're using the correct areas, well, that's fine. Well, they shouldn't even have a problem with that. So that's their problem, I'm afraid. Right. I think I'm at the end, boys. I think.
The end of your tether.
So as predicted, we just got off on a massive tangent away from what the original topic
And what
was.
I like is we spoke about everything, so that's all good.
We spoke about everything that's there, and if anybody else has got anything to say, then
No, I'm done. Okay, done.
no, I think that's pretty much it then.
Thank you again, and thank you for tuning to Beardy Bullshitters. Please don't cast us YouTube.
Give it time, they will.
Yeah,
but honestly,
YouTube strike.
I feel like another successful episode.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, very much for inviting me on.
No
I
problem.
feel very, very welcome. Just nice to have you around, man.
Thank you.
It's very nice to have you around.
Take care, guys. See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Right, prepare to cancel us for fuck's sake.